Well, hello there. I got about 2 hours of sleep last night. Decided what better to do than try and record an episode of Faster Than Light. I know everyone and their little brother has been playing this game recently and putting up videos of it, but I did Minecraft videos before this, so I guess that's kind of par for the course. Maybe next I'll move on to some co-op, or maybe Happy Wheels. But I've been having some run-throughs of this game that have ended spectacularly poorly, so I thought I might as well take you along for one of them. What I've been doing is, for those of you who don't know, there are different ships you can unlock in this game, and then all of them have 3 achievements linked to them. And if you can get 2 achievements for a single ship, you'll unlock a Bravo type for it that has different ship layout, a different crew composition, and a different complement of weapons and systems. And I've been trying to unlock the second type of the rock cruiser. Now, I've got 1 achievement for it, but one of the other achievements for it is to unlock the crystal ship with the rock cruiser. So what I'm trying to do here is use the rock cruiser to do that, since I haven't unlocked it, and then I'll basically be getting 2 ships at once. So killing 2 birds with 1 stone here. That's my plan, and so far it has failed spectacularly. And I'm getting pretty sick of this ship. Its main problem is it starts with missiles as its only weapons, and missiles have ammo, so one of your first priorities is replacing those. And if you can't replace them quick enough and you run out of ammo, you are a turd upstream without a paddle. So let's get this turkey in the air. Alright, so we've got valuable data, oxygen you need it to breathe, etc. Let's get some of our systems set up the way we want. Let's start jumping around. Typically you want to jump to places that branch out a lot so that you can see what's around. This first sector I'm not too concerned with, because there's nothing we really need to find here. The biggest trouble with this one, with this achievement, I'm going to make a jump before that distress call, is that a few of the parts leading up to unlocking the crystal ship, a few of the links in that quest chain. Oh, this is going to be bad. They're fairly random and can be difficult to find. Alright, that went not terribly. And it can take quite... what am I trying to say here? Depending on what kind of sectors you get in your random layout, you may not even have access to kicking off the quest that will unlock that ship. So we've got a couple bits of random chance working against us. Oh, this guy's got a defense drone, so I'm going to have to synchronize missiles here. The defense drone here has the nasty habit of shooting down missiles. And now I have to decide what I want to target. I guess I actually want to target their drone control. Try and take that guy down. He'll shoot one of these missiles down, but one should get through. Or it could miss. That's another big problem with missiles. Missiles are actually fairly nice because they can penetrate shields. They just ignore them. But they have the nasty habit of missing whenever you really, really need them to connect. There we go. And I'm going to put 1 in his weapons. Actually, no. His weapons are not that threatening. Yeah, he can't get through my shields. So I'm just going to conserve missiles. Both of these missile systems use 1 missile per shot. But this one does double damage if I hit a systemless room, so I'm using those to conserve. What was I saying? The randomness of the quest. We've sort of got a bit of double randomness working against us there, where I've yet to get a perfect storm of a run where this, oh ho ho, almost got me with that drone there, where I not only find weapons to replace my missiles, but also get that quest lined up and completed in the same run. And he shot down the better missile. That's not good. 20 missiles may seem like a lot, but this is already kind of stretching it for our second encounter. And a miss again. Well, this is not the most spectacular failure I've had with this ship, but it's definitely not a victory or a success as of yet. I have had a few runs where the very first jump I made was instant death. So at least we're not there. And a few times I've actually beaten the Rebel flagship with this hunk of junk. But that's not what I'm trying to do. And I'm going to ignore this refueling platform. And that is precisely why. Oh, we're going to have some boarders in a minute here. So I'm going to vent some air just for the heck of it. That will probably do me no good, but... Que sera, sera. And at least force him into... Oh, actually, that's kind of nice that he's a Rockman, because it's making him go really slow. And I usually aim for their weapons just to nullify any threat, then use the hull missiles to whiff! To just blast them into space to no avail. But this guy's got 5 hull, so I'm going to have to use 2 more missiles on him anyway. So I'm going to throw 1 into his... what's that called, actually? His piloting unit, so that he won't have any evasion, and the second one should hit, unless the first one misses, which it didn't. So this fight should be over, except Walker's going to need some healing here. Alright, so Walker is all healed up. We're ready to continue here. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. I'm thinking I might go... oh, forgot to... decline, I need my missiles. If you're curious, these blue chat options are things that are only available if you have certain either like crew members or systems installed, and these guys will even show you if you offer to solve their problems by launching a missile, they just say no thanks. But I need my missiles, so I'm going to keep them. And I think I might go, assuming I survive that long, for about 2 sectors in this video. I'd seen people play this game before, and I was never particularly enthralled with it. That's a hacking drone, he hacked my sensors, I don't care. But for some reason, I saw Zisuma Void play this game. Okay, he didn't hit a system, that's good. And for whatever reason, some deep reptilian part of my brain saw him playing it and decided, must play this game. Let's eat salt, fat, sugar, hide when people are looking at you, play FTL. Some deep part of my brain said that. Why am I talking about this? Should I go... Now 90 scrap, I can upgrade my shields. Or I can go to the store. I might piddle about a bit and then go to the store and see what I want to do. But the reason I was saying that is that in some of Zusuma's early... Alright, I didn't waste time there. In some of his earlier episodes, he would go for 1 sector per video, and that was usually about a 15-minute video. And he later upped it to 2 sectors per. So I might do 2. That's not good. But I'm also kind of a spaz, and sometimes I take too long to do things. There goes my oxygen. Oh good, both missed. So I may end up doing 1 sector per episode. Now, I'm at a bit of an impasse here. I think I'll send my engine guy to fix the oxygen. I don't want to leave that unattended for too long, because we need oxygen. But I don't want to take someone off of a system, because that causes problems. But that laser that's left is just a single shot, and it can't get through our shields, so it shouldn't matter that we have lowered evasion from losing our engine guy. And assuming I don't miss... My voice squeaked weird there. Assuming we don't miss, this next missile should take them out. And we missed. And that is what I don't like about missiles. In a sense, they're still kind of better than teleporting bombs. Because... Oh dear. I need to decide what to do about this. Well, we've already lost our evasion, so there's no harm in sending our engine guy up there to help. But yes, teleporting bombs... I don't know if they have the same chance to miss as a missile, or if they're even more likely to miss. Alright, there's a problem. I'm going to have to vent that fire, and hope this missile does not miss. Oh, thank goodness. But yes, I'm not sure if teleporting bombs are more or less likely to miss than regular missiles, but at least missiles also deal damage to the hull of the other ship. Teleporting bombs sometimes can... Oh, why did he run out of air in there? There must have been a hull breach I didn't see. He'll be fine. The teleporting bombs... Yes, they don't actually deal hull damage, although they do damage systems when a system... I'm slurring a lot. When a system gets damaged all the way down into the red, that deals hull damage. But missiles deal direct hull damage in addition to whatever systems they damage, so... Maybe, arguably, slight advantage to missiles there. But I still do not like them. And I'm going to replace them at the earliest possibility. So let's go ahead and take our next jump to this distress beacon. Or should we go... Oh dear. It's kind of a tough call whether I should upgrade my shields before continuing to jump, or to save up for that store and see what is in store, no pun intended. I think I'm going to save. We're still in the first sector, so even though a second layer of shields would be nice, it's not strictly necessary. And another defense drone. We might need to hotfoot it over to that store just to see if they've got better weapons, because we are in dire straits as far as ammo goes. And we are taking a pounding. Insert joke here. Oh, fun. Hopefully I can wait until after the fight to deal with that. And since any missile at all will finish this... Oh! Darn it. I was going to say since any missile at all will finish this guy off, I can go ahead and fire that one since it's ready. His drone became active again. So it's going to take 2 missiles to finish them off, which will leave us with 1 missile. And I do believe I set myself up so a distress beacon is what's left. Which is very unfortunate, because with 1 missile, if there's a ship there, we are SOL. So I'm going to send these guys to repair that. Oh, and I was going to say and to open all my doors for ventilation. But I can't, because it is the door system itself that is damaged. Yeah, at least we got a missile. And let's see. Oh, I've got my option of 2 distress beacons to go die at with my 2 missiles. So depending on what we run into... Alright, they're going to survive. Depending on what we run into at the next beacon we jump to, we might be in a spot of trouble. We might have to do a little bit of dance magic dance and then jump magic jump before we die. So I'll be back when these guys are healed up. Okie doke! Let's go fail. Alright, and this one, I've messed this up before. I cannot help these people. I could fire on their haywire defense system, and it might take it out, and I'd get a small reward, but I swear most of the time when I try this, I just take hull damage. So we're not going to fiddle with it. Alright, so here we are to store. They have a burst laser. That is not ideal. I've got some other options. Drone's good. Crew teleporter could actually be pretty good with a rock crew. And hacking is always good, but repair arm no one likes. Reverse ion field is okay. It's best to have 2. Shield charge booster, whatever. You know, I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna go on a limb and go with the crew teleporter. So first I'm gonna make sure I've got the power to run it. See what else we can get from the store. I'm mostly okay on fuel, but I could always use a little more, particularly because I'm trying to do this quest thing, and one stage of the quest requires a lot of random jumping about in a system with no indicator for where you need to go. So I will happily take all the fuel I can get. And forward we go. I do not have high hopes for this, but you never know. With boarding, things can go in directions you would not expect, such as encountering a drone that we can't board because there's no oxygen on it. But hopefully, my last 2 missiles will take this out. And then we are ass up in the air from then on. Okay, so that was okay. What do you have for a civilian ship? Oh! Oh! They have a halberd beam for us. Alright, this is amazing fortune! Now... Alright, not only was that our last missile, but the halberd beam requires 3 power, which is exactly what the two of those combined used. And beam weapons are very good in this game. Their main problem is they have trouble getting through shields. But the halberd beam deals 2 damage per room hit, which means even if they have 1 layer of shields, like I do, it'll still do that layer of shield. They won't break the shields, but it will absorb 1 point of damage per layer of shield. So as long as we run into people who have 1 layer of shields, the halberd beam will still do 1 damage per room hit. And if you really finagle that beam, that's still quite a bit of damage you can squeeze through, as far as hull damage is concerned. And minor systems, like piloting and things of that nature, you can usually take out with 1 damage. So we are actually looking okay as far as survivability. As far as completing this quest goes, that remains to be seen. This is one of those random chance moments where I could ruin it all by gambling. But my gamble, it didn't pay off, but it didn't kill us. And I don't think either of these sectors can start the quest I'm looking for. Zoltan might. I think it can. I should have also looked at what sectors this sector led to, because I had one of those awful ones where it has a split down the middle where you can't cross back over. But I didn't pay attention to that. That is my fault. It will bite me later. Actually, it will probably bite me sooner. But here we go nonetheless. We have intruders on board. And we're fighting a mantis ship, which also has a teleporter, which means they will probably send more intruders in just a moment. That is the problem, but they only have 1 level of shields. And that is a good thing. Going to... How long is this beam? It's not very long. Going to optimally start it in their shields in the hopes it takes their shields down a bit. And then hit 3 rooms after that, including their weapons. Hopefully that will do something. Let's vent some stuff. Let's protect our crew. Let's see who came... Oh! Jeez. Alright, here's what we're doing. Everyone into the med bay. Not going to be doing any teleporting soon. Invent everything but the med bay, just to make sure all of the boarders head into it. Oh dear, that's a lot of boarders. Yeah, they're gonna destroy our crew teleporter. We might be in for a rocky road here. Oh, I think we took out their ion thing. And now just their laser is left. And I think our shields will recharge before the projectile gets here. Their weakened shields did not seem to make 1 lick of difference. Let's damage some different systems just for fun. We're about to take some hull damage when this explodes. But I think we're in good shape. Yeah, he's just gonna chill out there and wait for his turn to die. That can't get through our shields, so that's good. We can re-pressurize. You two, fix that, why not? And we beat him! Alright. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Alright. Repairs are done. Whoops. I don't know the hotkey for that. G. And we can continue on. Ooh, a store. Going to visit one more beacon before hitting the store. It's always nice to have a bit of scrap in case you have something you want to buy. And this is a bit of a problem. They have 2 shields, which we cannot penetrate. We can send someone over. Oh, we do have some missiles. I'm actually going to switch to the missiles from the halberd beam, just in case those prove useful. If so, they will be ready to go. Alright, that's going to take out our shields, and then this, I think, only shoots once, but it's going to hit us. So we got problems. Let's send these guys to their weapon room. They probably won't do any damage to it, but it can only hold 2 enemies, and I'm only sending 2 people. Yeah, they're not going to do any damage, so let's send them to their oxygen room. And there goes a weapon. Punch those slugs. Alright, we dodged something. That's better than nothing. We might punch these slugs to death. Oh no! I'd rather use an Artemis missile for that. But doesn't matter, it uses 1 ammo either way. I failed to take note, because I'm tired, that their medbay is operational. So these slugs they're punching are going to get healed. But if we can kill their slugs, well, their crew, I should say, you get quite a bit more scrap from their ship, and you have a much higher chance of getting a weapon from it. Actually, yes, let's move into there and beat them up before they can repair it. Oh dear, there's a Zoltan in there. He's going to explode when he dies. And deal, I think, 15 damage? How much life do you have? 31. You should survive. Survived! And we got a whole beam! I'm not sure if that's a huge benefit. I suppose it's nice that we can have the hull beam and the Artemis missile powered. That was a weird bong and alarm noise. But I suppose it's still a benefit, because we can hang on to it in case we find another weapon later that only uses 1 power, or if we have an opportunity to upgrade our weapons. And we can pair that up with something really nice. So yeah, I'll be back once we're all squared away. Alright, Rock Cruiser. I don't like you and you don't like me. But let's go to the store. Ooh, the flak gun is very nice. That is worth getting. Pike beams are also very nice. But a flat gun, they're almost cheating. Ooh, scrap recovery arms are nice too. What do you have on page 2 here? Drone control. Cloaking is nice, but that's far away off. And mind control is also very nice, but that's also something I can't afford. So here's what we're going to do. I could sit here and do the math, but I don't like math. So let's sell this, and buy this. And let's see. We can easily power that. We would need 2 more weapon energy. And 2 more reactor power for that. That's what, like 85, plus another probably 40 or 45. 130 scrap we need. Or, let's look at the hull beam. That would be what? 35 plus 20? 55? Oh, yeah. 55 scrap, and we can get the flak gun and the hull beam at once. That is none too shabby. We really need more shields, though. And I think that usually rounds out to about 90. Here's another problem. I do want copious amounts of fuel. 19 is actually normally a little high. But for what I'm trying to do with that quest, like I said, I need to be able to jump a lot. We'll repair just till we're green. And now we're pretty much out of scrap. Fantastic. This is the problem with this ship. Whenever I think I'm doing alright. Okay. Whenever I think I'm doing alright, I get a free augment. This serves no purpose because I don't have a clone bay, but I can sell it. Except, I just left a store. I'll find another one, I'm sure. So we press onward. What do we have here? Oh, repairs. You know, it's usually good to wait for these places, especially the refueling ones, because they're cheaper than going to a store. I'm gonna gamble by ignoring it. And I'll take a distress. The reason being, sometimes you'll run into quests and whatnot where the reward is they repair some of your hull. And standard quest or distress signal you see a lot. There's a fire, send in your rock crew member. Rock crew members are immune to fire. So it's easy money. What? Another? That was weird. At this point, I might as well wait out the 9... Wait for 7 more scrap and upgrade my shields? Or add a hull beam to my flak cannon? You know, they say the best offense is good offense, so... Let's go for it. And I'm gonna swing this way, maybe pop through a nebula beacon or two. Those cause the rebel fleet to not advance as quickly, which is kind of a weird thing for me to say when I haven't said really anything about the game mechanics of this game. So if you don't know anything about this game, you don't know what I'm talking about, and if you do know things about this game, I'm just repeating things you already know, so... Oh, should I board? You know, I've been buying these nice weapons and I forgot. I've got a fairly decent boarding party. Let's go for it. Let's shoot them with some flak first, and then we'll board. Yeah, let's hit their engines. Yeah, let's hit their weapons. Miss. I didn't see where his bomb went. I think he missed too, but we'll send some guys over. Nope, he hit our engines, and we're scrawed. You might as well go repair those, because we have no evasion anyway. Shoot at the helm. Punch people. They have no... What is it even called? Med bay. I just look at things and kind of have an idea of what they are in my head. I don't know the names. They have no med bay, so they can't heal. Alright, that scraped them. I forgot to use my hull beam while their shields are down. That's my fault. I think we're gonna win this brawl, though, so it really doesn't matter. Good enough. I was about to say that does nothing, but it started a fire, so we're going to vent that fire. And from this side as well, now that he's out of harm's way. Oh, there's a Zoltan in there too. Ooh! How much health do you have? 34. You will survive. And look at all that fuel we got. That is good times. Come on, back over. And they can heal up. He can go do some repairs. And we'll take a break for interest's sake. We are all healed up. We are all repaired up. We're ready to continue onward. Let's hit a nebula. Yeah, what I was saying earlier, just in case you've never played this, which I find incredibly unlikely. This distance that the Rebel fleet were trying to outrun closes in will be smaller next jump if I go to a nebula. The trade-off is our scanners do not work. Sensors. Semantics. There's not a good path down there and back unless I backtrack, and backtracking is kind of a waste of fuel. Oh, although the whole reason I'm here is to check out these distress signals, so I'm gonna have to check them out. You can pause if you want to read that. I'm not gonna fiddle with that. In an ion storm, kind of everything sucks. I don't know what I pushed there. I pushed the wrong button. Ooh, okay, this is good. This is very good. They have a beam drone, which can't penetrate shields, and a beam weapon, which can't penetrate shields. So that is really nice for us. How do I want to do this? Let's send you guys here. Start beating people up. We'll fire some flak at their... Whoops! At their med bay. Some of that flak took out their drone just by sheer coincidence. Then, well, in this brief moment while their shields are down from the flak going through them, I'm going to squeeze a little hull damage off with this beam. So now their med bay is out of commission. In fact, go there. Let's shoot at their weapons, why not? Just to keep them busy. Oh, that's bad. Okay, there's no one at their helm, so their faster than light is delayed. But if they manage to take off at faster than light with our crew members aboard, we lose that crew. But there's still someone there. I should really upgrade my sensors if I'm going to be boarding, because they've got another crew member somewhere. And I've got to find him. There he is. I found him. Oh no. Alright, see? This guy's piling on top of him. Or this gal, Lysandra, whatever. But she's got lower health, so I'm going to tell Malwat to go somewhere else. And tell her to go somewhere else. Then tell her to come back. So she'll pick the first spot in that room. And tell Malwat to come back. So he'll pick the next spot. And whoop! Like magic, we get the guy with more health taking the brunt of the fight. And he survived. Yeah, that's a pretty sad payout. We're gonna have to do some healing after this, and once again, I will spare you that. Okay. So they're all healed up, ready to jump. See what this distress beacon is. Oh dear, we're probably... You know what? We're probably gonna get caught by the rebels on the way back, and I would not be surprised if that is the end of this run. Let's see. Oh, it's this again. Alright, so that was not the distress beacon we wanted. And we're going to hit 2, if not 3 rebel ships on the way through here. This is going to be rough. Actually, this one's going to be the roughest. These two in the nebula, they won't have their anti-ship batteries. But in this one they will. And we're probably going to die. Well. Oh, that's a fun start. Since charging the FTL drive is of utmost importance, I'm going to sacrifice the speed at which my weapon systems charge up in order to take out this guy at our helm. Still gonna fire some flak at these guys. Shoot straight at their weapons. And whoops, that's the wrong thing. As long as the shields are down, hit the hull beam. Do as much damage as we can there. Alright, the guy retreated. Get my guy back on weapons. We're taking some hits. Big time. Another flat gun. They've got a flat gun too, which is doo-doo better. See how much damage we can do there. Try and keep their weapons down. Try and keep their shields down. Their shields look fine. Their weapons look fine. But if EV, we can jump out of this. We're taking a pounding, that's for sure. Oh, yeah. And we could almost finish them off. But I think the reward would probably just be something like 1 fuel, because it will say you don't have time to fully salvage everything. So instead we're going to walk away totally empty-handed. Just to make sure we survive. And now we're going to encounter the identical ship in an ion storm, which means our reactor is cut in half. This is very bad. At least their reactor is cut in half too, but they still have their missile active, which is not good either. Oh, another thing to upgrade if you are doing a lot of boarding is your piloting system, so that you can send your pilot around and not lose all of your evade. That's information that does me no good now. I'm gonna aim straight for his weapons. Hope some of that gets through shields. And wait just a moment for that to fire off before I send guys out. There go our shields, which is not a big deal because they weren't active anyway, but I still want to vent the system because they're on fire, and fire can spread. So I want to put that out. Might even have a chance to fire off another round of this flat cannon here. I did. We're good to put that extra bit of power. I'm gonna send these guys. Let's send them. Oh, poop. I just noticed they have a cloning bay, which means if I send people over and they kill their crew, they're just gonna keep respawning. And they'll probably respawn faster than these two can damage that system. Actually, who do I have there? Oh, that's not ideal. Well, whatever. We're close to dying anyway, so it's kinda... It's never. Yeah, punch people. Punch them for all you're worth. Oh, we're in trouble. Well, I guess I could bring them back. Actually, yes, it's best to bring them back before they kill anyone. Well, there goes our oxygen, so that's a big problem. Maybe if I... Oh, and it's on fire. If we get really lucky, I suppose they could run out of missiles before they kill us. Hope springs eternal. Or they could keep pounding our oxygen supply. We've got trouble. Right here in River City. There goes our engines. This is not looking good. Oh, I've got enough power to flak them. To flack-a-lack them. Yep, they are probably going to kill us. Yes? What am I trying to do? Engine person, I want to repair engines. Helmsman, I want to repair the helm. Weapon person, you go try and fix the oxygen so we don't die. We're down to 40%. This missile might kill us. Not quite. Maybe the next missile. Let's get some ventilation here. Just to even out all of the oxygen. Well, not much of a point. Because we've died. That was pretty pathetic. But I will try again. Thanks for watching.